doing? Welcome back to the channel. How is everyone? I don't know if anyone's had a chance to play this game, Khazan. It's kind of like I don't want to use the word Souls-like, but that's probably the best way to describe it. It's an action RPG coming out this, I think it's in March or April, one of those. Just wanted to do a quick kind of a preview of my thoughts on the demo really, and just show you some gameplay as well. So I'm not gonna do any go into too much crazy in-depth stuff or talk about the story. The story's there. You guys can play the demo. It's out now. But my thoughts on the game. I really like the game. Like I like action RPGs, but I think when they're done well and the combat's really fun and the sense of progression is there, I really like it. You know, I think you know Demon Souls and Dark Souls, the From Software team have kind of dominated this genre of game, you know, and I think it's Bloodborne was really good. Sekiro, we had Demon Souls, we had Dark Souls, amazing Elden Ring as well. And I think to find another game, it was quite hard, right? Because you didn't really have many other games that had the same genre and allowed you to do the things that you did in those games. And I think about this game, one thing you probably have noticed already is the art style is absolutely amazing. Right, this anime theme thing and the way the characters look, the way the main character looks is so cool. The enemy types, there are a lot of different enemy types in this game actually. There's animals, there's bears, there's some mythic stuff, some fantasy stuff, vampires, the undead, the usual. For me, the biggest thing about these kind of action games is they have to be responsive. The gameplay has to feel smooth. And in this game, it feels very smooth, okay? The parrying, the dodging, the blocking, the game gives you options on how you want to play, Like, I remember last year, Black Myth Wukong was released. And the thing with that game was the movement felt really sluggish. The animations locked you in. So if you were attacking and you were in an animation for an attack, and the enemy was also attacking you, at that point you would be locked in, which means that you would, get hit. Which is quite frustrating and annoying, because you're not dying as a matter of skill, but because you're locked into an animation and you can't do anything. And it would be the same thing with the healing mechanic as well. Like you couldn't heal. The healing mechanic took so long that it just you most of the time you were gonna get hit if you were gonna heal. So, and that's one thing I really didn't like. Whereas in this game, and even in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, it's pretty quick. Like you're not gonna be at a disadvantage just for healing. And you have options, you can parry, block, or get out the way. Whereas in Black Myth Wukong is just dodging. That's your only thing. But anyways, it's not a comparison video. This is my thoughts on this game. So yeah, so in this game you can block, dodge, you can parry. You have different weapon types, different enemy types. You also have special abilities, which I really like, which give you, a bit more depth to the actual gameplay. I just want to kill this bear, and then I can oh, never mind. I'll have to kill it another time. So let me show you guys the actual menu. And so this is the weapon section menu. You have different types of weapons. So at the moment I've got a greatsword equipped, but you can also have dual wield weapons, and each one has its own stats. And then you have your armors as well, and they all come in different rarities, and then once again different types, and all of these actually make a fit change on your character. So if I switch this one, you can see it actually looks, the artwork of this game is something that is so unique. A lot of games these days are going for the hyper realistic kind of graphics, and the anime kind of look in this game, and the fact that they've made it anime but still kept it medieval and quite raw is really cool. So let's go back to the armor section. So you have 5 pieces of armor that you can equip. each one with its own stats and bonuses. And then you have accessories to give you more buffs. And similar like Elden Ring and Demon Souls, you can, attach items to your hotkeys and access them in the game. So the way you so you also have a skill tree which I recently unlocked. So once again, each weapon has its own skill tree, which is, it just gives the game a bit more depth to the combat, right? And depending on what kind of playstyle you have, you can pick whichever weapon you want to play with. Then you have your common stuff, and each one goes up with levels. So yeah, there's definitely some progression. There's a sense of progression is definitely there. Combined with the with the skill gap. So and then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is the stats page. So this is the stats page. So once again, I think if you're familiar with the Souls-like games, you're going to be familiar with this. So you have different parts of your character that you can upgrade, and each one giving you an increase in your health, stamina, or attack. It's pretty standard stuff, really. Um, Nothing too crazy there. So those are the similarities. But the other thing I like is the atmosphere the game sets. It's quite dark and eerie. It kind of reminds me of Bloodborne when I first played it. You have a lone survivor over here. His story's pretty cool. So let me show you guys the dual wield weapon. So I'm pretty excited for the game. I think a lot of people might be exhausted with the Souls like, but I like this is one of the first ones I've played that isn't made from Software. That's really responsive, allows you to block, dodge, roll, right? So I've had a lot of fun playing the demo, and I'm pretty excited to play the main game. So let me know if you guys are going to be getting it as well, uh, or what your thoughts are on it. I can't. I love big, crazy, epic boss fights, and as it probably sounds weird, but I like challenging bosses. Where you're dying multiple times. My timing's a bit off. I've been playing Black Myth Wukong, so each game has its own timing. So, and then you also have the parry there as well. So, yeah, those enemies are pretty easy. So if you haven't played the demo, I'd definitely recommend to check it out. Let me know if you guys are going to be getting this one or giving it a bit of a break for this experience. Khazan, I'm definitely going to be picking this up when it comes out and trying it out. You know, so yeah, but I hope you guys like my first thoughts and impressions. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to try and beat that bear now actually. So yeah, take care guys and peace out.